Hi guys, it's Elle. Welcome back to my channel. So we are actually in my bathroom right now because I wanted to make sure I got this video done, but I am trying to get ready for work. I have my daughter home. So today we are actually going to be reviewing a few products from the Honest Beauty line. Foundation, powder, and a lip product. So if you want to see that, keep watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and let's do it. Alright, so Honest Beauty, when I got it at Target, and honestly, I got the foundation. It looks like this, and it was $30, folks. $30. Can you believe that? I'm like, that's so crazy in price for me. So in store, there weren't a lot of color selection, but online, there looks like there's a lot more color selection. It's a full coverage, velvety finish with no stickiness is what they say. They say to apply it with the sponge that comes inside of it. I don't necessarily know how I feel. I really couldn't find a color that would match me very well. I think this is gonna be pretty pink, so we'll see. It says use the sponge applicator to dot foundation on the forehead, cheeks, chin, and nose. Blend in circular motions for smooth, full coverage. I don't know how you're supposed to blend in circular motions with this, but and I'm not using a primer today because I really want to see what this does. But it's $30, you guys. 30. Like, what? Like, there's so many other foundations that are $30, but I'm not quite sure what the whole poll is about this. So basically, it says it's infused with antioxidant powers of vitamin E and jojoba oil. It conceals. It's a mineral pigment blend. Weightless, flawless. It's 0.31 ounces, so not obviously a full ounce of product, but that's different from when it's a cream. This is a cream-based foundation because there's got to be something different about this foundation. You know, it's supposed to be like a healthier line, blah, blah, blah. I looked on the, I wanted to do more research, but I mean, there are ingredients on the back of this, and I did not see any dimethicone, but I want to do a little bit more research, and I want to see what the difference is in this foundation and other foundations, okay? So let's do it. I got color Shell. We'll see if that works. All right, so color Shell. I'm actually going to use this applicator. I do have my beauty blender, but oh, I don't know. Here we go. Ready? Okay, so it's not so off. All right, it's a circular motions. Oh, Lord. Okay. Okay, so right off the bat, it's really hard to move. It's like very waxy. It's a very matte finish. This reminds me of makeup that I would use when I was like just starting out makeup. And I don't mean any disrespect for that. And I'm wondering if she couldn't, which I know that's not the truth, but like maybe like why did she come out with a cream-based foundation and not a liquid? Because cream-based foundations have a tendency to be pretty hard to put on the skin. This is really hard to move. Oy, oy, oy. I feel like I'm totally pulling and tugging at my skin. Okay, so Shell is just, it's not a bad match, it's just a little bit lighter. Okay, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna take my damp beauty blender and see what that does. Okay. No real difference here. I don't know if I love it on my forehead. Okay, so I can see how you can build this up to a full coverage. Definitely using your beauty blender will give you a much smoother application. I'll show you guys real close my skin. But do you see how it's sitting on top of the skin and kind of making me look like I have a ton of texture? I've worked way too hard to have a foundation do that. So I'm gonna work this in a little bit. I am going to do my eye makeup, my brows, and I got the setting powder because I thought that the setting powder would be one of those that was really important for you guys to see if it was something that you might want. So I got the setting powder, the invisible blurring setting powder. And then I got the Truly Kissable Lip Crayon in Marcella Kiss. So I'm gonna apply my concealer and all of that. And it actually, a lot of the product was out at my Target. Like people were buying it, so interesting. All right, so I'll be right back. I'm gonna go finish a few of my makeup and then let's set this bad boy. All right, so that is on just my eyes and my brows. I am going to try this powder here. It's one color. It's not like 12 different colors that you have to choose from. All right, so it comes with a little sifter in here. Whoops, I'm spilling it. So this powder is a translucent loose powder. It blends invisibly into skin tones, all skin tones. So it's a silica-based powder. So it doesn't have any, and it doesn't have any talc in it. So I'm just gonna swirl a little bit in here in the cap. And I'm just gonna swirl this around. The powder I think would be great for someone that has more oily skin. It is quite a matte powder. When they call it a blurring powder, I think it's because it has silica in it, so its natural tendency as an ingredient is to be blurring, but it is really, really matte, and I find just a little drying, but I bet if I hit it with a setting spray, it'll be kind of perfect. So we'll see. So what I'm gonna do, stepping out of my bathtub, so what I'm gonna do is I am going to put my blush and stuff on, and then I'll take you with me. All right, so I just have a little bit of blush on. I'm gonna hit it with the Smashbox Primer Water, and it feels very dry on the skin, I will be honest with you. It's not like the blurring powder from Stellar or anything like that. It's not like the Hourglass powders that have like a shift to them. It's a very mattifying powder. So I definitely think that she created this powder because the foundation is a little bit on the waxier side, which I don't mind. It feels so dry. I don't mind that the foundation is a little bit more on the waxier side. I don't know how it would be for super dehydrated skin. To me, it's more for people that have normal combination skin, and this powder is for more oilier skin, a dehydrated skin, dry skin, like my skin is just wanting moisture from this. So let's apply the lip and see what we think. All right, you guys, so let's just put on her cute little chubby stick. I actually really like the packaging. That's a pretty color. All right, so I definitely really like this. This feels really hydrating. The color is really pretty. What do you think, Bubba? Do you like the color of my lips? All right, so we're gonna go, I'm gonna take her to school. I'm gonna take you in natural light and see what you guys think. All right, you guys, so here we are in natural light. It is really dry. I've doused this in a hydrating spray many times, and it is like the Sahara. And I'm in direct sunlight, sorry. Do you see? Yeah. So, I don't know, I'm not a super fan of that powder. I'm wondering if the foundation, this is just highlighter, I don't know, it's not sitting great on my skin. It's really making everything look really dry, so maybe after it wears and my oils kind of, you know, get into it, it'll be better, but we're gonna check in a few hours, so I don't know. I'm not liking it so far, sorry. But I do like the lip. The lip is beautiful. All right, you guys, so we are at hour 7. It has been one of those days where you look at your makeup and you're like, what is happening? I don't have any more real light to show you what is really happening because it's super dark outside. I just got done with work. But I want you to see what's happening on my forehead and just like the real texture of my skin. It is really, really dry. So I wanted to have like a real conversation with you guys about this. The foundation powder is something that unfortunately I just will not wear again. It is so drying, and it is feels really tight on my skin, and I cannot wait to take this off. I was gonna do like a full wear test like late tonight, but it just is really bothering me. Literally, I can feel the tightness of my skin every time I move, and it's not my favorite thing. So, and you know, I hate talking badly about products and about brands because I know a lot of hard work goes into these things, but to be honest with you, this is just something that unfortunately is going in my trash can. The one thing I will say is that this foundation will work if you are extremely oily, like really oily. Those people that you know who you are, that actually are an oily skin type, so that you are an oil slick by the end of the day. This foundation actually might be really great for you, and the powder, because it is so matte. Now, this is like a waxy kind of material for this foundation. If you're looking for this, my favorite one that's just like this is by Kett, K-E-T-T. They make a beautiful wax foundation that I have used in my kit for a very long time. And if you're looking for a formula like that that's actually going to work on all skin types, that is what I would recommend. It is very long wearing, I will say that. It is just feels so tight on my skin. I don't know what it is. I'm actually pulled up the website because I really wanted to have like this conversation. It's like, this is definitely not a full coverage foundation. It is a pretty high coverage, like I would say medium high coverage. It is I know it says antioxidant rich and you know, has jojoba oil and things of that nature, but I don't know, I've never worn something like this that has felt this kind of crazy on my skin. I'm looking at my phone if you wonder what's going on. The one thing I will say is I will celebrate that this foundation does not have any silicone in it. So if you might want to get something like this and play with it, but if you are more mature, I just do not think that this would be great for you. Like I said, if you're more oily, like really oily, not just combination, but it's like kind of sticking to my dry patches, and I have sprayed this foundation about 2 more times of my Too Faced Hangover Primer spray about 2 more times after I saw you guys at my last check-in, or my first check-in I should say, but I will say that it doesn't have any silicone in it, so that's fantastic. I actually can't find really any alcohols in this, which is awesome. So it definitely looks like it is more of a clean formula. I just wish they made it into a liquid, something that really moved on the skin. This just did not move on my skin at all. Literally my forehead like is so dry. Ay, ay, ay. It just leads me to, I just don't really want to try anything else. So if you guys have tried something else that's really worked for you, please comment below and let our community know. The powder is $28 and the foundation is $30. I just think it's a really high price point for what it is. But maybe, you know what, it could cost a lot more to make products this kind of clean, in quotation marks, I'll say. I'm trying to find ingredients. So the ingredients for, okay, so the ingredients in the powder is cornstarch, it is silica, and no talc. So that's awesome. You know, I really wanted to love this line. I really wanted to give it a go. I think the powder actually would be really pretty, like I said, if you are more truly oily, really oily. But I will say, I don't know, here it is. The lip, this lip is really cool because once it kind of fades from this, it goes into almost a stain. So I am actually really into the lip. I definitely will wear the lip again for sure. This will definitely go into my purse. But the foundation and the powder, unfortunately, is a no-go for me. So, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I will see you guys on the next one. We are so close to 40,000 subscribers, so I am going to be doing the hugest giveaway next week. I hope you guys enjoy that. Please tune in. I'm trying to figure out if I can do it on YouTube or if I have to do it on Instagram. I'm researching that right now. So stay tuned. Make sure you're following me on Instagram and Twitter and obviously here. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Lots of love from me to you. Mwah. Bye, you guys.